Hello and welcome. Thanks for dropping in again. This is my latest video, the 24th of the 6th, 23, which I actually created to explain how I was able to lose 7 stone in 3 months. Now I appreciate that this is almost unparalleled amount of weight loss, might actually sound superhuman and to some impossible, but I'm very happy to report that it is very possible, albeit with a substantial amount of effort and a change to your lifestyle that you might not be comfortable making, i.e. lots of fasting and lots of exercise. When I was diagnosed with dementia, and as I've now discovered, the very large pot belly that I once had, or had at that time, was made up of mainly visceral, what they call visceral fat. This is the dangerous type of fat that's located between your major organs. It's also the biggest contributor to serious illnesses like diabetes, heart disease, and on many occasions it's the main contributor to people's death. It's quite serious and it needs to be kind of like addressed. The majority of this information has come since starting this new lifestyle, and initially I went with a gut feeling, really. Basically the fasting, calories in, and daily exercise, calories out, and that was the only way to lose weight, and fortunately that's proven to be true, despite the many online trolls pretty much denying that's the case. So you don't have to take my word for that. Many of the world's leading PhD nutritionists state that this is the only way to lose visceral fat, and I'll leave the references in the bottom of my article that I've written on my website, so you can check that out later. Now, the types of fasting, my personal favourite is a dual technique, which includes intermediate fasting, which is eating only once a day and within a 1 hour window before 6 o'clock in the evening, and full fasting for 72 hours. Which for me means I stop eating at 6 p.m. on a Thursday, and I ingest nothing but water until 6 o'clock in the evening on the Sunday. This full fast isn't strictly speaking a 72-hour fast, because fasting doesn't actually start until the food is digested. So in reality it's actually, although I'm going 72 hours without food, it's only actually a 66-hour fast. But that's long enough to get the main benefits of fasting. The purpose of such a long fast is to reset the immune system and lose weight faster. With the former stage, the body gets rid of or it ejects, all substandard white cells and kickstarts the immune system, while the latter, losing weight, where the body after 48 hours goes into a state called autophagy, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is a Latin term for self-eating, i.e. The body starts eating fat, most specifically the visceral fat in the midsection that causes the pot belly that most of us grow in middle age. Is fasting safe? Well, I'm no doctor, but I started this year's round of fasting on the 2nd of June. That's 21 days. At the time of writing this script, that's actually on the 23rd. So 1 day ago, and I feel no negative impacts thus far. In fact, within a week of intermediate fasting, I started to feel less full and my stomach bloated and shrunk. Yeah, so underneath you can, at the bottom of the article, like I say, everything that I state in this video is backed by a leading scientist. So generally, humans aren't supposed to eat more than once a day. It's only in our current time of plenty that people eat more, to the point where they'll extend the normal 1 hour eating window to 12 hours or more. Now, biologically, our bodies are designed to store excess food in the muscles as fat for a time when there's no food. But of course that doesn't happen. So people simply get fat until the point of obesity, which is why there's like I hate to use this word, but there's actually like is it really a pandemic of like obesity? I mean, since I've like started losing weight now, I've started looking more at people, and I would say like easily 9 out of 10 men middle-aged will have like this pot belly. So it's not just like, well, it's not me now, but it's just normal. To make matters worse, this practice of continual eating causes problems related to insulin, which is why there are so many people suffering from diabetes, heart disease, and as I said, obesity. So what not to eat? Well, if you don't want to fast, you can just like change your diet. And sugar is actually the number one food to avoid, which, as I say, I'm always like say to people that there's more sugar, there's more types of sugar out there than you realise, because carbohydrate is actually really is a sugar. It's not sweet, if you like, but so things like potatoes and that, they're all like basically sugar, although they're not sweet. So avoid sugar, all carbs, and anything that's highly processed. So any food that's manufactured, for example ready meals, and also meats like pepperoni, or packs of processed chickens, things like that. You should like only eat like natural foods. What you can eat, this is going to be a little bit longer, this bit. The majority of my meals include salad, fruit and meat. Fatty meats are especially good for you, so chicken thighs and drumsticks, opposed to the chicken breast, which actually, believe it or not, actually has sugar in it as well. I also include fish, like pilchards and prawns, but the bulk of what I eat is salad, so that's what actually fills me up. My favourite food is fruit, and despite the types I prefer, which at the moment that's mainly cherries, I adore cherries, but also strawberries. I try to keep away from the overly ripe ones, because they add more sugar, and go for sour, sour fruits rather than actual like fruits that are packed with sugar. And even though I eat those like things, I'm still able to lose weight quite quickly. Oh, and my guilty pleasure my guilty pleasures are actually Caesar salad dressing and a very occasional potato, but that's a real treat. I also eat 2 prunes every day when I'm not water only fasting, that is, and but I have those for fibre and they help keep me regular. And I also supplement acetyl-L-carnitine, which I use to help burn fat for energy. So you know, I know that sounds like quite boring, but you know, even like once a month I might have like a whole chocolate bar. I mean, I know that's not like ideal, but you know, you have to treat yourself every now and again. And if you think about it, I actually go every week. I only actually eat for 4 days, so I actually go without food for 12 days in every month. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that eating healthy doesn't mean quitting everything you like. Though I'll not lie, both forms of fasting are not easy, and there are times when I become desperate for food, and this is especially true after a longer than normal run. You may find, like me, that you become moody. This is natural until you get to a stage which is normal for me, about you know, that at the just before the 72-hour like water only fasting period. I actually feel like my blood sugars are so low. I don't know if any of you ever had a hypo, but you know, if you ever have one, you get absolutely desperate for food, and you just, I mean, when I was a diabetic, I remember like having a hypo and just like eating a whole pack of digestive milk chocolate biscuits, and I ate them like in about 15 minutes. That's what a hypo does. You know, just expect like weird things to happen like that. It is normal when you first start fasting, but it's really important that you do resist these feelings and only stop fasting at the correct time. If you're a diabetic, you should consult your physician or GP before starting to fast, but fast for long enough and you might just find yourself cured of diabetes. But again, speak to your GP first. Exercise, you know, plays a huge part in this plan. I do something every day, even on my rest days, albeit a very easy 5k run. And twice a week I visit the gym, strength training, and and after I've finished at the gym, I do a short 2k run at easy pace. Once a week I train on my bike, which is usually a 20 miler, and the final 2 days I do an intensive 5 mile at threshold and a moderate 10 miler. That's actually day in, day out, regardless of weather or how I feel. For higher weight loss, you could actually try sprinting intervals, which are great. I mean, I'm doing those myself at the minute, and I actually build these into my runs. So I'll do the 5k, have a really short rest of like about 20 seconds or so, and then I'll do like, I don't know, 100 metre sprint, stop, have another like 10-15 seconds break, and then do another like 100 metre sprint. You'll get more benefit basically by running a short distance, the short 5k endurance distance, and also the sprinting will increase your aerobic endurance, but only when in zone 4, I think it is zone 4. So I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, yeah, zone 4. Yeah, like I said, if you visit the website where I've written this article, you'll see right at the bottom of the page, you'll see like what are they called? You'll see my sources, and you can like visit that and like see what those scientific journals are actually saying. Anyway, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.